The challenge of the show was to reinvent the wheel. How do you make Police Academy 6 different from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? To keep the characters doing what they do in a new way. You don't work with them. You just try to tap into what their magic is. My task was Police Academy 6. And one realizes that when a film series gets to 6, there must be some incredible magnetism and dynamic involving the cast. So you sit and watch the other films and try to figure out what that is.
They were too smart to take this.
Matt had the unenviable task of being the straight guy. You know, he's a good-looking guy. He's got these nice, pleasant eyes. You believe him, and he certainly is skillful enough as an actor to know his way around a joke. And if not the joke itself, certainly the setup of a joke. And that's not the easiest thing in the world. Just how do you set up a gag, you know? And Matt was just exceptional.
That's all right, Sergeant. I'll take it to the commissioner.
Well, sir, I think a job
that
like
will
this...
be all, Sergeant.
GW's character being a martinet, a guy who carries around a swagger stick, a military guy gone amok, is a difficult character to play because you have to play him without being really mean. You have to avoid being nasty.
Yes, Captain Harris?
And real good actors like GW can pull it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Metropolitan Police Department proudly presents me. Sorry, Donald.
You don't work with Winslow. You just sort of point it at Winslow and let him go.
My name is the man with a better plan.
Winslow is a phenomenon. And what you do is you just structure things around him so he can do his stuff. That you have to know. I mean, Winslow is a performer.
Because I'm the electric police Jimmy Man.
I mean, you construct the world around them and then let them go and hope you have enough film in the camera.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Who wants to go first?
Having a street fight with somebody where you're, you know, taking them by the collar and pulling them in and going boom, and of course you're not hitting them at all, and they're just flipping over backwards. You feel so powerful. It's absolutely wonderful. Every woman should do this.
The rap sequence, I don't think if you were making that film today you would do it, because rap has attained such a prominent place in our culture. At that point, rap was really a subcultural event.
Total destruction, tragedy portrays an eerie seduction. Gunshots.
Melly Mel was in that one. Had a song in there called "What's the Matter with Your World? Stop the Violence." So I got to rap with him. Bubba said, "You don't want to hear me sing," but he was okay. He was okay with it. He kind of got it together and let's do this.
Word. We believe you guys, so we won't dispute you. But if you lying to us, we'll come back and shoot you. Word.
A lot of the fun that I had as a director and as a student of film was creating various little parts of the film that behaved as homage pieces to favorite films of mine. So the Beneath the City stuff is really an homage to The Third Man, where they're running about in these subterranean caverns and sewers. The rubber mask device is a very old stuff. From the first time I ever saw it, I think was a series starring John Wayne called The Wrecker. It was made in the 30s. When GW is up on the office building washing the windows, listening to what he thinks is a gang meeting inside. He's washing windows, falls off. His partner grabs his hand. It slips. It's slipping. And then he grabs his pants leg. That's from a very famous Alfred Hitchcock movie called Saboteur. At the end of the film, The villain is falling off the Statue of Liberty, and his coat is caught, and we see the stitches rip off.
The thing that's really interesting about it and fun to watch are the stunt guys. You know, it's not us up there. I mean, the stuff that we did, I thought was funny. I thought Lance and I, you know, there was funny stuff. But of course, we were about 3 feet off the ground. You know?
The fountain scene, there's a scene in which one of our characters is on duty patrolling the street, and he's disguised himself as a trash collector. So you see this big fountain behind him, and he's got one of the sticks with the nail on the end, and he's taking paper, and he sticks the stick in the ground, and a fountain of water comes up out of the ground, and the fountain in the background is stilled because he's broken the water main. That is from a Jacques Tati film called Mon Oncle, My Uncle. Tackleberry almost shooting his father-in-law in the kitchen is an homage to, this will surprise most of you, the Manchurian Candidate. Yes, indeed. When the senator is shot in the kitchen of his house, he is holding a milk carton.
All I took is a lousy sandwich.
I happen to be, in my own personal life, quite an anti-gun zealot. There are gun zealots, and then there are people who think gun zealots are a little out of their mind. And I knew we had to have Tackleberry shooting up a lot of stuff, and I thought, how are we going to get him to have a gunfight without shooting anybody? That was my idea.
And then the very end of the movie, we shot at Griffith Park, and that's where I float up in balloons, and because I was on a crane, because I, you know, Paul Maslansky knew 4 feet off the ground, pretty much my limit. Pretty much my limit.
It's rather poetic for a Police Academy film to see a guy, Icarus-like, floating off in the heavens.